Preview.
Hi there guys, this is Neoneck81 making a video about another project that I'm working on, which is a Necron Doomsday Monolith for Apocalypse. For this I used a broken monolith that I managed to pick up off eBay for about a quarter of the price. That was a brand new one. It had all the bits that I needed, and so I finished making all the individual pieces, and I'm at the stage where I'm going to undercoat it, paint it, fit some electronics to it, which I haven't done before. I'll take you through that, and yeah, I'll take you through all the bits that I've done so far. Right, for the lighting side of the Doomsday Monolith, I decided to go for a dual white LED strobe light kit I had laying around. I'm going to swap the 2 white LEDs for 3 super bright green LEDs and 1 tiny green LED. For the faceplate of the monolith, you can see I've cut a few holes out. The big hole is where the 9-volt battery is going to sit, and I put a little supported shelf behind it. The little hole above it is where the eyes are going to be for that. I'm not sure you can see the eyes I've drilled out. These 3 little holes, the 2 rectangular ones are going to be the off and on and the speed control, and then you've got another small hole so you can do a fine tuning of the speed. I'm not going to use the rigid 9-volt battery holder. I'm going to use a more flexible one that I have laying around and piece it all together with some strip board, which means I don't actually have to have all of the components mounted on the printed circuit board that they supply. So all of the switches and speed control and the lights I'll have mounted on various bits of strip board spread throughout the monolith. So hopefully it will look really good. Right, so here we have the sides. Both of the sides are the same. The white plastic pieces are to replace the curved pieces that come with the original monolith, but in my case they didn't, as I bought this as an incomplete broken monolith from eBay. So I've replaced it with the handles from the white plastic spoons, which if anyone's watched the pylon video, you'll be aware of where I get those from. The crystal housing is just mounted on 2 Terminator sized bases, which will be suspended above the monolith, and I'll put little cups on the bottom which will hold the green plastic rods. The back of the monolith, haven't really done anything to it except I've drilled a hole which is where one of the lights is going to fit, and also you might notice these round squares. They're just bits of extra bits of sprue that I had and other parts from other models. I think these are from a sailing ship which I managed to pick up at boot fairs and just use the parts as and when I want. The base hasn't really been changed at all, except I cut the middle part out and replaced it with a monster size round base. The front has had the most work done to it. As you can probably see, there's a couple of holes cut in, but 2 holes, or square holes, for the on-off switches and a round hole for the trim for my strobe light kit. Got a large hole with a cradle fitted to the back. There you go. Cradle fitted to the back for a battery, and another hole at the top of that for where one of the other LEDs is going to be poking through. The faceplate, I haven't done anything to except drilled a couple of little holes for the eyes, and the back, which was where another LED is going to go. And then I've had to make this piece from scratch. I've made it out of styrene card, which is a lot harder to cut and manipulate than first looks. Stuck various bits of plastic on, square tray at the top.
Preview.
And hopefully it'll look pretty good. And then some other bits for where the green rods are going to be sitting. So I'm going to have to undercoat it and then paint it before I can assemble it due to the electronics. Right, so these are all the pieces, still separated. I've undercoated them all in Chaos Black, and I've applied a very quick blast of bolt gun metal for the metal parts and some Dark Angels green to the rest of it. And now I can actually put it all together with the electronics inside and just do the last little bits of detail work once it's all fully assembled, which I'll put on afterwards. Right, so this is the fully assembled Doomsday Monolith. The one thing I haven't shown yet is the fact that for the switches I've used the 3 scales. Yeah. This is the on-off, the fast and slow, and a speed regulator. So I shall zoom out and show you. This is on-off. This takes it fast to slow. And this one turns so it can speed up or slow down the blinking. And one other thing, not sure if you can see it, but the lights also glow. So that's it. That's my Doomsday Monolith.